Fusted. You might wonder what kind of word that is. I made it up. It's where the past, the present, and the future collide. Let's start with the present. Bad news is reigning. Foreign governments are threatening. Wars are raging. Our comrades are falling one by one. We're under siege. Governance has done everything they know possible to keep us from falling. We're on the brink of disaster. We're beaten, injured, afflicted, wounded, sore from the bottom to the top, discouraged and unmotivated. Is there any hope? Inside, maybe we're feeling angry, defensive, blocking everything out, not listening, feeling defeated, terrified. We call out, "Where are you, God?" Into this present, a song is given. And it's labeled like this: "On that day, this song will be sung in the land of Judah." And it goes something like this. This is Isaiah 26 in my own translation. "Our city is strong. He will set salvation as walls and double walls. Open the gates so that the righteous nation which keeps faith might enter. A steadfast mind you will keep in peace. Peace because it trusts in you." Trust in Yahweh continually. For Yahweh in himself is the eternal rock. For he brought down those dwelling up high, a secure city. He will bring it down. He will bring it down to the ground. He will strike it down to the dust. A foot will trample it, the feet of the poor, the steps of the helpless. The way of the righteous is smooth. O upright one, the tracks of the righteous you will clear. Even in the path of your judgments, O Yahweh, we wait for you. For your name and renown is the desire of the soul. My soul desires you in the night. Indeed, my spirit in my innermost being seeks you. When you judge the land, the inhabitants of the world learn justice. Though the guilty one is shown compassion, he does not learn justice. In the land of what is upright, he acts wrongly and does not see the majesty of Yahweh. O Yahweh, your hand is high, but they do not see it. They will see and will be shamed by your zeal for the people. Indeed, fire will consume your enemies. O Yahweh, you prepare peace for us. Even more so, all our works you accomplish for us. O Yahweh, our God, lords other than you have ruled over us. But your name alone we remember. The dead do not come back to life. Their spirits do not rise. Indeed, you called them to account. You exterminated them. You destroyed every memory of them. You added to the nation, O Yahweh. You added to the nation. You were honored. You extended all the borders of the land. O Yahweh, in distress they called you to account. They poured out a prayer when you disciplined them. Like a pregnant woman would come near to giving birth, would writhe, would cry out in her pain of childbirth, so we were before you, O Yahweh. We were pregnant. We writhed in pain, but it was like we gave birth to wind. We will not produce salvation for the land. We will not give birth to the inhabitants of the world. Your dead will live, their bodies will stand up. Awake, shout for joy, O dwellers of the dust, because the dew of dawn is your dew, and the land will give birth to their spirits. Go, my people. Enter your bedrooms and shut the door behind you. Hide for a while until the curse has passed by. For behold, Yahweh is coming from his place, to call to account the sin of those dwelling on the land. The land will reveal her blood and will no longer cover those being killed on her. This is a unique song. It is the only song in the Old Testament that is labeled as a song that would be sung in the future. But what is the purpose of a to-be-sung song? Well, let's consider the future. On that day. On that day is a phrase often used by the prophets in reference to the day of Yahweh. This day of Yahweh is a promised day of either blessing or curse. And Isaiah chapters 24 to 27 describes this day as the day when Yahweh will lay waste the earth and devastate it. It's a day when all will be called to account. It's a day when Yahweh will be glorified. All will praise him and lift up his name. It's a day when the song of the wicked will go silent. And the only thing left to sing is this song of God's faithfulness to those who put their trust in him. Of all the possible songs to sing, this song is the one that will carry on for eternity. The other songs will be silent. Now, this song describes what that future day will hold. It will be a day of salvation. God will humble those who oppress, those who think they are high and mighty and secure. These God will humiliate by throwing them down, never to rise again. They won't be remembered. They'll be wiped out. But the righteous, those who are in the present, are being oppressed, who are poor, who are down in the dust, essentially dead, these will be raised to life again on that day. And it's the righteous who desire to see God's glory carried out across the nation, who yearn for God and long for his Spirit. These are the ones who will rise victorious. Now, not on their own power. After all, they say, we could barely whisper a prayer. We writhed in labor but gave birth to wind. But those who are down in the dust now will shout for joy. Be patient. This day will come. But you say, this is the future. So how do we know that this really will happen? And for that, we have to look at, you guessed it, the past. In order to talk about the future, this song uses language and memory of the past. The song's introductory phrase links it to several other Old Testament narrative songs, like the Song of the Sea in Exodus 15, the Song of Moses in Deuteronomy 22, the Song of Deborah in Judges 5, and the Song of David in 2 Samuel 22. And these are songs that speak of Yahweh's act of salvation throughout Israel's history. The song declares that Yahweh is trustworthy because he is the rock. It's a term applied to Yahweh in several of these other Old Testament narrative songs, and it remembers Yahweh's provision and safety in the wilderness between Egypt and the Promised Land. The song also looks back by way of allusion to Noah, to Cain and Abel, to Adam, to creation. The song reimagines the future by returning to themes and vocabulary of the past. But let's go back to the present. This clash of future and past has particular importance for the audience's present. The wisdom theme contrasting the way of the wicked with the path of the righteous presents a choice. Would the audience choose to trust in Yahweh, who'd been faithful in the past and will be faithful in the future, or would they choose to remain stuck in their folly? Isaiah 26's temporal tension matches this language of waiting, yearning, crying out in pain. For while the song sounds out certainty over victory to come in the future, the people who will sing the song in the future continue to live in the midst of chaos and destruction. And in the meantime, they need an encouragement to keep waiting, to keep trusting. But not only does Isaiah 26 call the righteous to place their confidence in Yahweh, it actually plays a role in creating the confidence that it calls for. Because the very act of hearing the words of this song made it possible that there would in fact be some who would patiently wait long enough to see the day when this song would be sung, not just in faith, but in victory. Now, I started this talk by describing the present. And the description describes the land of Judah as they were under siege from Assyria. Their sister nation Israel had fallen, and they were next. King Hezekiah had done everything he could do to fortify the city of Jerusalem, setting up double walls, gathering water and food, in hopes that it would be enough. But now the people would have to trust in God, remembering how he had been faithful in the past and holding on to the promise of his faithfulness continuing into the future. And it would be this hope that would carry them through the dark and dangerous present. Now, I hope that you've also caught the parallels to our present in 2026. Because the message of Isaiah 26 is as applicable today as it was in 722 BC. God has been faithful in the past. God will continue to be faithful into the future. And it's by stepping forward in this hope that we who trust God in the dark present will be able to one day look back and sing once again, "Great is thy faithfulness."